of length, centimeters and millimeters. This gives me an immense gratitude and joy to thank everyone in every centimeters, every millimeters to be a part of our this growing community, helping us to grow and adding on my more and more people. Let's begin with the first one. It says Emma, Holly, Charles planted sunflower seeds. They measured the seedlings after a week. What are the heights of their seedlings in millimeters? As we see here, it is given centimeters. Okay, so I know Emma is 4 centimeters. All right, Holly is 5 centimeters and Charles is 3 centimeters, right? As the scale is showing, we are learning or we are reading as per the scale. So we have 0 centimeters, 1, 2, 3 and 4 centimeters, the dotted line as it shows. So on and so forth for Holly and Charles. This is how we read our scale for centimeters. To clarify, our centimeter scale has millimeter on that. Why? Let me first begin with the key. Okay. So 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeters. Okay. That is how, as and when we go ahead, I will give you the key as well. So let's understand how did they get it. As I told you, for Holly, we had already marked 4 centimeters. I gave you the key as well, that 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeters. Therefore, you see, in order to convert the centimeter to millimeter, why am I doing this? Because my question here is asking, what are the heights of the seedlings in millimeter? That's why we are converting in millimeter. In order to convert into millimeters, that is when I want to convert my centimeter to millimeter, okay, centimeter to millimeters, I times it with 10. The key is important. So 4 times 10 is going to give me 40 millimeters. 5 centimeters times 10 is 50 millimeters, okay, and 3 centimeters equals to 3 times 10, which is 30 millimeters. Okay. So now what we're going to do further, the question is asking what are the heights of their seedlings in millimeter. So we could find their heights. Okay. Accordingly, now we are going to go to the next level of solving. 1.5 centimeters in centimeters and millimeters. Read the question again. We have to write this in centimeters and millimeters. So we know our key that 1 centimeters equals to 10 millimeters, right? But as we learned decimals, okay, when I divide my 1 with 10, I get 0.1 centimeter. So this 0 just gets transferred here and I have my decimal, right? Therefore, as you see the key, I have 1 millimeter equals to 0.1 centimeter, or I can write it as 1 over 10 centimeter as well. It's very important that we know our key. This is how our conversion becomes easier. Okay, now we're going to split this with this point. Okay, so I have my 61 centimeter, 0.5 centimeter. Upon splitting, but of course I know my 61 centimeter stays the way it is, but my 0.5 centimeter is something I want to convert. You know the key that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. So to convert, what do? I multiply by 10, right? Therefore, when I multiply my 0.5 with times 10, okay, or rather we have the key 0.1 centimeter equals to how much? 1 millimeter. You see the key, right? My 1 centimeter, sorry, 0.1 centimeter equals to 1 millimeter. So, but of course, I just replace this 1 with 5, it becomes 5 millimeters. Or in general, I just multiply and that is how I get my answer. So now the question is centimeters and millimeters. Therefore, Ravi's plant is 61 centimeter and 5 millimeter tall. All right, so this is how a question, if it is asking you to convert into centimeters and millimeters, we deal like this. Let's go to the last question of the day, which says, Lulu grows roses in her garden. Okay, which cut rose stem is taller? So if you see Lulu's mom, it is 262 millimeters. But Lulu's is 22 centimeter and 3 millimeter. Okay, so let's write first 262 into centimeters. We know the key that I have 10 millimeter equals to 1 centimeters, right? Therefore, straight away I will divide my 262 with 10. Why am I dividing? Because now I'm converting this smaller into centimeter. So when I convert millimeter to centimeter, I divide by 10. Simple. But when I'm converting centimeter to millimeter, I times it with 10. This key you have to remember. It's very important. Please draw it at one place, millimeter to centimeter. When I'm converting, I will divide by 10. But when I'm converting centimeter to millimeter, I will times it with 10. Therefore, I have divided with 10, but of course, there's just one zero, right? 262 divided by 10. I transfer this point here, so I will get 26.2 centimeters. Okay, so the red rose is 26.2 centimeter tall. Now we are going to write 22 centimeter 3 millimeter. That is now Lulu's rose. Okay, so but of course again my millimeter to centimeter I divide by 10. So if you see, I have 1 over 10, right? Divided by 10 is nothing but 1 over 10. Therefore, what I will do is straight away 3 times 1 is 3 and over 10. So Lulu's rose is 22 centimeter, 3 millimeter. But of course, 26 is a bigger number than 22. Therefore, yellow rose stem is 22, 3 over 10. But the red rose stem is taller. You see here? Therefore, Lulu's mom's red rose is taller. Complete the table. So, for measuring aspect, let me give you the lengths. First and foremost, AB is 50. Okay. AC is 30. My CB is 40. Then I have my AD, which is 45. PQ is 62. Then I have my PR, which is 36. I have my SQ, which is also 36. As you see, their length looks same. And my RS finally is 44 millimeters. Okay, these all are in millimeters. You can pause here and try to solve this question on your own and then play the video that how I have got the answer for every step. Now the first one says we need the length in centimeter and millimeter. Remember we did for Ravi? Same example, but we are going to use that example in order to find here. So if you see my 50, you know the key. I want to do it into centimeters and millimeters, right? Therefore, my millimeter to centimeter is, what do I do? If you know, multiply or divide. Remember the key. You can go just behind and remember your key. So let me tell you the answer. For my 50, I got 5 centimeter. So by far, you know, what did I do? Have I divided or multiplied? You'll get to know that. My 30 becomes 3 centimeter. Do go to the previous video and understand how am I getting this answer. Then I have my 4 centimeters. All right. Then now I have my 45, which has to be into centimeter and millimeter. Therefore, I will take my 45 and just split it from middle. So when I split, this becomes centimeter and this becomes millimeter. Therefore, 4 centimeters and 5 millimeters. Okay. Again here I will split. So 6 centimeters and 2 millimeters. 36 will be 3 centimeters and 6 millimeters. Same goes for the next one. That is 3 centimeters and 6 millimeters. RS again is going to be 4 centimeters and 4 millimeters. It's a very simple math if you know whether you want to multiply or divide, and you'll get your answer. Now comes length in centimeter, decimal or mixed number, right? So I will take my value, okay, and try to put it in decimal or mixed number. So, but of course, when I will take my 5 centimeters or my 50 millimeters, sorry, and that is how I will get this answer as 5.0 because I have decimal. This will become 3.0. You know why this 0.0 is coming, right? Because there is 10, right? When I have 10, you know, when I transfer, it becomes, sorry, conversions now. In my next conversions, I have 4 centimeter. Therefore, it becomes 4.0. Then I have 45 millimeters, which becomes 4.5, right? Yeah, centimeters, because I'm converting into centimeters, okay? Now you have to go back and see whether I am multiplying or I am dividing. This becomes 6.2, 3.6, 3.6, and 4.4. Now that we've got the value for all of this, let's go ahead and solve our question. Arrange the following lengths in order. Begin with the shortest. So they want us to arrange it again, all right? So shortest is my ascending order. Always look at the question. So 10, 310 centimeter, 13 centimeters, 8 millimeter, or 108 millimeters, right? Now, first and foremost, what we are going to do is we are going to convert it. So you're going to understand, are you going to convert it everything into millimeters or all of the things into centimeters and millimeters? Therefore, if you see the order, if I do my conversion, okay, because I have centimeter, centimeter, I can do the same with this one. And this number can let me gauge, right? So I have 10 and 10 because this will also become 10.8 centimeters, right? If I convert it. Therefore, what I will do is by gauging, okay, that my 3 over 10 is going to be bigger because 8 is a, sorry, 3 over 10 is going to be smaller because 8 is a bigger number. So 10, 3 over 10 centimeter will be first. 108 millimeters will be second, and 13 is the biggest number by default, like we gauged in the previous one for Lulu's mom and Lulu's, right? So same way, this we gauged by 10, 10 and 13. Let's go to the second one. Here it's asking begin with the longest. Longest is the descending order. So the bigger number will come first. Sorry. So I have this will be 35.6, right? This is 3.65, right? The smallest number, I guess, because this is 32, this is 35. So the longest number is 35, right? So 356 millimeter. In answer, you don't write converted value, okay? In answer, you write the general value. Then I have 32 centimeters, 7 over 10 millimeters, right? And smallest is 3.65 centimeters. So this is how we convert our centimeters to millimeters and millimeters to centimeters. Stay tuned for more details and more videos, and most likely the worksheet as well. Thank you, take care, and thanks for being tuned or staying tuned till end.